Hey there, guys and gals, it's Barbie Figueroa with another update, and I'm taking my laptop outside because I just want to change the scenery. And unfortunately, I live in a very tropical area, but the lighting, if I sit over here, is not really good. So I'm going to do it from here. So it'll have to do. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about the whole tough love thing with the Whole30. That's one of the things that really attracted me to it. Melissa Hartwig, which is the author and creator of the Whole30, if you buy the book, which I highly recommend that you do, I got the book this weekend and I am having such a great time reading it. It's a really awesome, it's a fun read. She's a really good writer. And if you want to grab a copy of it, I will link it down below in the description box, and you can grab a copy for yourself. I recommend getting the hard copy so that you get access to all the recipes. There's a bunch of recipes and all the rules are there. And she's really, really very entertaining to read. But one thing that really stands out with the Whole30 is the whole tough love thing. Now, when I first started, when I've done any other diet or any other weight loss program or whatever, they always accommodate, right, for when you're on a program. Like, well, if you're dining out and you're going to have, you can have a little cup of wine or whatever, but just have one glass. Or there'll be systems that they'll give you points and it's okay, you can have chocolate cake or whatever. And maybe I guess they do that because they expect you to have a realistic it's for long-term realistic weight loss goals or maintenance goals, I should say. So they know that in real life you're going to have cake sometime, so they account for the points, and that's cool and that's fine. But the Whole30 is more like an elimination diet to and I don't like calling it diet, but whatever, that's what I'll call it. So it's an elimination program that removes all type of inflammatory potentially inflammatory foods from your diet, right? So that if you feel like crap, or if you feel low energy, or if you're having any other issues, or excuse me, if you need to lose weight, it will eliminate all these foods for a month. And she says no cheats, no slip-ups, no excuses. And now that I'm inside, right, of the Whole30, and when I've mentioned the Whole30, I've had a few people on Facebook say, "Oh, I can't do that. I'm going to cave in." Or or even me, I was like, "Oh my God, coffee without sugar? How am I going to survive?" And then once I read the book, she said something that's really, really interesting. If you are presented with a black and white scenario, either you do it or you don't. You are really going to, you're going to commit or you're not, right? And it's like, boom, automatically your mindset shifts. And that's what happened to me. And I was like, oh, so there is no black and white. So there are no cheats. So I have to follow through, and I have to have integrity, and I have to do what I say that I'm going to do. And even if I'm at a birthday party surrounded by pizza, which has already happened because my son turned 11 on my first week of the Whole30, and we went to a bowling alley, and there was pizza, and there was hamburgers and hot dogs and beer and Coke and all kinds of stuff available at the bowling alley. And I took a bag of cashews and some fruit. Okay, and so it's just the whole tough love thing, the whole black and white of it. It really builds character. And here's the cool thing, okay? Once you're done and you have gone through the 30 days, I'm on day 17 as of this video, but once you go through the 30 days, you can look back. And when someone says, "Oh, but I can't do it," oh, yes, you can. You can do it. And you have the right to tell people that they can do it. You can call them out, right? In other words, because you've done it. And so I love the mental toughness. There is no excuses. We let ourselves off the hook all the time. this is how I got fat to begin with. Letting myself have a little piece of this. Oh, what's the big deal? Oh, I'll have, I'll have a little sliver of cake or more pizza or, more wine or whatever, even though it's bad for me and it's making me fat and unhealthy. I'll do it. What's the big deal? Who cares? It's not going to hurt. Yeah. Keep doing it long enough and you're going to get fat, And so, sometimes we need to hear what we need to hear and not what we want to hear. And the tough love portion of the Whole30 is one of my favorite parts, because I'm telling you, once you lock that mindset in, the other day, where was it? We were somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But my husband's like, oh, a little creamer with sugar is not going to hurt. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not allowed. Oh, what kind of diet is that? I'm like, dude, this is more than just about losing weight. This is about controlling yourself. This is about self-discipline. This is about willpower. It's about integrity. It's about doing what you said you were going to do and following through for once in your freaking life, and not making an excuse and not letting yourself off the hook like everyone else does, which is why you've gained weight. I needed to hear that truth. And so I am grateful for the tough love that is built into this program. So if you want to do this program, you have got to come into it knowing that there are no slip-ups, there are no cheats, there are no excuses. Like she says, losing a parent is hard. Fighting cancer is hard. Drinking coffee without sugar is not that hard. It's not great, but it's not that hard. It really isn't. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I love that part. If you've done the Whole30, I'd love to hear what you think below in the comments. Like, do you love the whole tough love thing? What do you feel about it being so black and white? Do you get that most of it is a mindset thing, I really, really love that part of it, and I feel stronger. And here's something else. It's like a added benefit. Because you're strong in that part of your life, you become strong in other parts of your life. It just pours into other areas of your life. You'll see once you go through the process. So I still have a good 13 days to go until I hit, the 30th day of the Whole30. And then I'm going to take a couple of weeks, and then I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to continue to do it until I lose all the weight, until I get to my, to whatever feels right. I'm thinking maybe 160, 155. I would love to be at 155. That would be amazing, but I'm very far from it. It's a long journey for me still. So anyway, this has been Barbie Figueroa. I don't want to ramble, but I love the tough love of the Whole30, and you can do it. You just have to commit, get in the right mind frame, and don't be offended if someone kicks your butt, kicks your butt a little bit, because sometimes that's exactly what we need. A good, swift kick in the butt. All right. So anyway, I will see you on the next video. Bye.